Hey, let me give it a sound check. Everything working. So, hey, welcome to one more live stream. Uh, Today I plan to actually do this every Friday, like continue my side project. Today I'm gonna continue coins. That project, let me share the screen. So coins, which should be this project here, we've been working on the past couple of Fridays. And yeah, I guess uh, I did mention already that this is a personal finance manager, but but in fact, actually, it's kind of a special kind of personal finance manager because I do use YNAB, and I think the tool is pretty good. I there's only one thing I'm missing in here, which is the asset management. Could be a bit better. So, in fact, this is not going to be. Let me just turn this off because it's just blinking at my face. So, this is not going to be a normal personal finance manager. It's more like asset and liabilities manager, in the sense that instead of having bank accounts, you add your brokerage accounts, or even you add the assets that you have, like stocks that you have bought or something like that, and you add like predictions. For example, you add this expected return, expected annual return, or something like that. Uh, yeah, so that's the idea. That's how it's going to be different from YNAB, because, and also I'm gonna use YNAB as I'm gonna connect YNAB because I do organize my assets and liabilities. I buy them, but normally I put them, like I have a goal that I want to reach. Like let's say I want to buy this next car, and so I put it as a goal, and I buy assets like stocks or whatever investments that make sense for us. We keep saving the money until we reach the goal, and then when we reach the goal, we take all the assets out, and then we just buy the car. That's basically what I want this to be, like the coins system to be, like to help me in that sense. Because YNAB, it does have, like, it's very customizable, but it would be nicer if I could manage assets in a more specific way. Like for example, in Brazil, we have investments that you have the liquidity for them is not like instantaneous. You can't just get it out from there. So what you have the expiry date, and when you're planning, like, hey, I want this money to pay the car in like 3 years from now, you can have one of these investments, but you have to be careful to not actually invest on something that's really far in the future. So yeah, that's we are kind then of pivoting it from not pivoting because that was the initial intention, but it's not just a personal finance manager, it's a personal asset manager, basically. In that sense, I think one thing that we could do is to actually rename the bank context to brokerage, because it makes more sense. You're not just dealing with banks, but also with brokers and stuff. So I guess it makes more sense to call it brokerage. So let's see, how would I rename a context in Elixir, in Phoenix, on my dot files. Um, all right, cd coins, and PS coins. I did merge my last pull request, so let me pull master and check out rename bank to brokerage. All right. So I think the first thing would be to rename the actual context, but what I'm going to do is to search for coins.bank and replace in the whole file bank or brokerage, and then save the file and go to next file. Repeat, go to next file, go to next file, go to next file, go to next file. That's it. So that's how I normally rename stuff. Like I do a silver search on the send it to the quick fix and use CNF to go to next files. The %s to substitute, is it substitute? Yeah, substitute. The S is a short for it. And I do combine with pipes like this. So, all right, let me review it. Banks, rename to brokerage, brokerage, brokerage. That seems okay. Also okay. Also okay. 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 Index. All right. 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 All right. Bank test. Not sure if you noticed, but I'm not really focusing on testing here on these last lives. Maybe that's something I'm gonna change in the near future, because now I'm just toying around and on actually checking how everything works with live view, you know. And when I get the simple crew done, the first resources at least, because there's a list of resources I have planned already, which are like the accounts. We're gonna do it today. There's the assets, the asset returns, and the goals, the liabilities. So once we get to that, I'm gonna even register it here, tests and CI. Right, when I get to that, then we can edit. It's not going to be like a lot of stuff like to have to write tests for, so I suspect we're going to have to do it on a whole live, or maybe even 2 lives just doing tests, but I guess it's good for context, maybe, like, hey, this is how to, like, having a live stream focused on only testing stuff on Elixir and live view. So yeah, that's it. Renaming bank context to brokerage. Actually, save and send the commit, push, and let's open it. Let's open a new pull request. Kelvinst coins. Opening a pull request. That closes. Rename bank to brokerage. Create pull request. And let me review it again, just in case, right? Bank, brokerage, 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 brokerage. All right. Seems like bank test became brokerage test. Yeah. Again, brokerage. Perfect. So, yep, I guess I'm not gonna approve myself. That feels a little bit self high five or something like that, but let me merge the pull request already. Okay, first task done, and yeah, let me pull the master again, delete the branch, back to it. He automatically moved it to done. So next one would be the accounts resource. So the accounts would be basically adding the bank accounts, actually brokerage accounts now, right? On the context, adding migration. For now, it will only have the name, the field name, and I also should add the account ID to the transactions, and it should be a required field. So let's see how that's gonna go. And then add the select to the transactions form to select from the available accounts, and also maybe loading those options asynchronously if we have time. Let me edit. If we have time, or if it makes sense, actually. Not sure if it would make sense though, like the list is so small, and it should be small at least, right? You normally don't have more than 10 accounts and brokers in your account. Maybe there are some people that have 100, but still 100 is it's not too much, right? But let's see, maybe toy around with this and doing like this search thing or something like that. So yeah, who knows? Let's see. So first things first, creating the branch, git checkout -b -b and accounts, right? So then now I'm going to mix Phoenix and mix Acto, no, actually mix Phoenix gen live brokerage accounts, and then the name, right? Hopefully I remember it right. Brokerage account. So yeah, the only field is the name. Perfect. Let me see what it added. It added some functions. Oh, no, I don't want to become famous. Sorry, G Pokemon 19306. Bye. I see. So yeah, it created actually the file brokerage. My previous pull request was actually wrong because I didn't rename the files. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean the F. I'm going to fix the rename. Hey, 70RI, not sure how to pronounce your name, but hey, thanks for watching. So, sorry. Yeah, not I couldn't recognize it as a Z. You guys are very creative. Like, I said that already. Like, my name is just lame. It's just I always, like, every time I get I need to get a nickname, I just start typing my name. If someone got it already, I start adding letters from my surname, and yeah, that's how I get to kelvinst. Yeah, there were 4 letters remaining. So yeah, uh, so fix rename, and I'm going to move lib coins bank to lib coins brokerage. And I'm going to also move lib coins bank ex to brokerage. So I'm going to do it like this. Brokerage. All right, I'm also going to move test coins bank test to brokerage test. Brokerage test. So yes, just renaming some files. The bank files to brokerage. Oops. Fix minus u origin fix rename. Git pull request. So this command is from Hub. I use it's a very nice tool. For those who don't know, this is Hub. GitHub. It's a command line tool for executing, like cloning stuff from GitHub, or setting like, let me see other commands. Really, just has one example of usage here. Use examples. Like pull request is another one I know. So hub sync also to fast forward local branches. Didn't know that one. Like to get the latest open issues. Hub browse is pretty cool also. Like, and yeah, let me merge the pull request. That's no changes, just some renames. And git checkout master git pull git checkout. What's the name of the other accounts? And all right, git rebase master.